of anti-government protesters by police.
Bahrain's Islamic National Accord Association says it left the parliament due to the, quote, brutal way the authorities dealt with anti-government demonstrators. The bloc holds 18 seats in the 40-member House. The walkout came after a second protester was shot dead by security forces near the capital, Manama. Bahrain's king has extended his condolences on the deaths of the anti-government protesters.
In light of the incidents that have taken place yesterday and today, where there was with regret 2 deaths among our dear sons, we therefore extend our condolences to their families. As everyone knows, we have asked the Deputy Prime Minister, Mr. Jawad bin Salem, to form a special committee to verify the reasons behind those regretful incidents.
The funeral procession for the victims turned into an anti-government rally. The protesters are shouting the most common slogan people have been chanting in several Arab states over the past weeks. They want the fall of the regime. Thousands of people took to the streets on Monday following the funeral procession of a 20-year-old demonstrator who was killed at the hands of government forces. The anti-government protesters have a series of demands. They say they will continue the protests against the regime until those demands are met. Their key demands are dissolving the Constitution of 2002, creation of a new constitution, release of all political prisoners and investigation of torture allegations, freedom of expression. The Bahrain government is a U.S. ally in the Persian Gulf and home to the U.S. Navy's 5th Fleet. The kingdom has a Shiite majority population but is governed by the Sunni Al Khalifa dynasty.
Staying with Bahrain now, it has been rocked by a second day of anti-government protests inspired by the revolutions in Tunisia and Egypt. Thousands have taken to the streets across the Persian Gulf Kingdom. Well, protesters are still out on the streets. They have occupied a central roundabout in the capital, Manama. A funeral procession for a protester who was killed on Tuesday will be held on Wednesday. Meanwhile, the situation in Bahrain seems to deteriorate. The U.S. says it is worried about the uprising in the kingdom. Washington has called on all sides to practice restraint.